I believe God is a very secretive person, such that even after we die, not all of us will see him. The Bible said, "Blessed are the pure in spirit, for they shall see God," which means there's a lot of people that won't see God. All right. So what they're gonna find in judgment is that we're gonna be judged by people. Also, the Bible says, "Do we not know that we are going to be judging angels, or we will be judged something like that?" So we will judge other people, or whichever way. It's not really clear, but my own guess is that people are going to be judged by people. Whatever is called heaven, you will die, then you come before all of us. We look at your life in 1 second. We now know every single thing that you did and every single reason why you did what you did. And then we will judge you if we want you in our kingdom or in our group or not. If you're a liar the whole your life you were hailed as this hero. You're this hero all over the world. But when we look at you, because there will be no secret, we will see that you're lying. Then we will not hail you as a hero. We hail you as the biggest liar. We will churn you out of our village. Then the next village looks at you. They say, "No, we don't want you." And then you will be homeless forever and ever. You'll be going to meet people who have come together, and you want to be part of them, and they all won't want you. Even though in the earth you were loved, you had money, you were a celebrity. Because in that time they will realize that no, you are just a fool, you are just a liar, and you cannot transcend higher with you. But those of you that actually represented the people, okay, you represented the people, and those that ran the world decided to tease you with money, you refused, and they killed you, okay, and you died for the people. On that day of judgment, all communities that exist after life, my guess is they will look at you and look at your life, and they will all want you. You'll be in a high demand. You look, all those communities, they will be coming after you, say, "No, we want you in our community." Other ones say, "No, no, we want you in our community." So you'll be in high demand, you have high value. They say, "No, no, if you come to our community, we will make you our leader." And then you have like maybe 100 communities, all of them saying they want you to become their leader. Then you become a leader of 100 communities. You understand? Because the 100 communities will say, "Well, we don't like that community, but as long as you are leading us, we can do anything. We will go wherever you go. Your God will be our God, and your people will be our people." You hear what I'm saying? That's what I think will happen in day of judgment, the so-called the heaven or hell. You know, at some point, it's going to be about people choosing people and people denouncing people. You won't see a God. God will be seen by those that are godly. Those are the ones that even after death they will still see God. The rest of the people who will die and they won't see God. They will not see God. They will not see heaven. They will not see hell. They will not see Jesus. They will not see Simon Peter. They will see nothing. They just see people that used to live. In fact, it's most likely that everyone will see Christ, because Christ was once someone who lived. He was a human being. So when we die, we will meet other people that have always lived, including Jesus. You understand? That is as far as God as who will see. I don't think it's all of us who will see the Holy Spirit or who will see the Father. I don't think so. Okay, I don't think, because the Bible does say that blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Okay, something like that. So which means that if you do not see God, then what you will see in the judgment day? You will see people, the people who are God. Okay. So at the end of the day, whatever you do in hiding is going to be known. And therefore you are being judged right now. Your life is being judged. Your spirit is being judged. And I said that your spirit has always been alive before you died. I mean, before you were born. Your spirit has always been alive. You have always been you. You have always been there. 1,000 years ago, you were living, existing somewhere. But you see, when you come to earth, It's a different experience, one, not just an experience, but also an opportunity. You probably do not know that for eons of years you were stuck somewhere, and coming to live on earth and demonstrating a goodness is what takes you out of the door of oppression that we have been for eons of years. And now you're gonna spend like 50, 60 years here on earth to determine if you're going back for some more eons of years of suffering, or you're going to break through into eons of years of glory upon glory, whatever. Because you do not know that when you came to earth, your memory was wiped. Your memory of your previous life was wiped. So you do not know what you were, and you do not even know why you are here. But the only thing to know is to reconnect with the one that sent you here, which is your God. God, which is as I said, that I don't think everybody sees God or knows God even before we're born. But it will be that whether you call it the universe or whatever it is that you call it. Because I've seen that God hides himself. He's not a cheap guy. He's very difficult to find. God can't find him on Walmart or a Pick and Pay. No. Yeah, hides himself. So now, what is going to happen is that I want us to think about this thing. I'm not putting a rubber stamp of this is what it is. I'm just telling you my thoughts. I mean, my own assessment is as I see things, that it is most likely that we've been living before we were born. I mean, if the Bible says, when God speaks to Jeremiah, he says, before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you and I appointed you prophet. I appointed you prophet. I knew you. Which means that God and Jeremiah had a conversation. All right. They had a conversation. They spoke together. Jeremiah was aware of himself that I am Jeremiah. I am not yet in my mother's womb. And God is saying that he is appointing me to be a prophet unto the nation. So Jeremiah existed before he was born. Even Jesus, I mean, at least with Jesus, we know, right? We claim to understand about Christ. Christ tells them, even before Abraham was, I was. And also Christ tells them another important thing. He says, Abraham, your father, was happy to see my day. But Abraham had died thousands of years back. But when Jesus Christ was born, Abraham saw Jesus Christ being born. Which tells me that the people that are afterlife, the people who are alive there in the afterlife, they can see what is happening here. Because Jesus said that Abraham was happy to see Jesus being born. But how can Abraham be happy if Abraham is already dead? Which means that in his place where he is, he can see the people that are living. He can see Christ being born. Okay. So it is most likely that after you die or before we came here on earth, there was no way in which certain other spirits can know who we are truly. So who you are is probably revealed when you get to live on this earth, because you will be exposed to the elements, you'll be exposed even to other spirits testing you. Holy is the Lord. It is most likely that what you call demons, in another paradigm, it may actually be living beings that once lived on earth or are yet to live on earth, that are looking at you as an individual and testing you to see if you fit in. Therefore, they can behave in any convoluted way they want to. It doesn't matter whether they give you pain, joy, extreme joy, whatever. It's because they are looking for what they are looking for. You might know what they're looking for, or you might not know what they're looking for, but they themselves know what they're looking for. Therefore, they might manifest as angels or demons, as holy or unholy, but at the end of the day, they know what they're looking for. They want to see who you are. They want to test you throughout your whole life. And when you die, or later on, you remember your life before you were actually born into your mother's womb. And it becomes clear to you what it is that you came here to earth for. And after it becomes clear, and then it becomes clear to you whether you passed the test or you failed the test, and it's now clear to every other being who you are, what you represent. You cannot lie to us anymore because we can see you. And who are those other people? It is you and me. Because you and me are all gonna die one day. We are all gonna meet on the other side. So I'm trying to put your mind somewhere else in thinking about the afterlife, dying, and not fearing to die, and actually to fear living. What do I mean? Fear living, how you live. Because how you live now and what you think now, we are all going to know. Okay? So don't think that you can hide from me what you're doing against me. There's a day when I will know. And I will look at you in the face and say, look at you. This is who you are. I really cannot be around you. I really cannot promote you. I cannot do ABCD for the next billions and billions of years, knowing that you are a liar, you are a murderous fool who are going to take us for granted and blah, 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 blah. And then we will see also the good people. We will decide if who is going to lead us is going to be known. Okay. Therefore, we will have a real political system. That's what Jesus say. Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, but to God what belongs to God. And it will be life of Christ. People are wondering, will you know how Christ used to live? Yes. I believe that we will be, after death, we will know when Christ was born, how he grew up, every single secret of Christ. Did he have a crush on any girl? Did he have a girlfriend? Did he have a baby? What happened? Who killed him? Why did those people kill him? And how did he get to the cross? And what? And afterwards, it will be clear, and every knee shall bow down and declare that Jesus Christ is Lord of Lords, King of Kings, the Son of God. It will be not needing any preaching anymore. They will be not needing any prophesying anymore. All of these gifts of prophecy, of teaching, they shall collapse because it shall be known once and for all that the teacher is this one who is Christ. And by that time, those that listened to Christ and were created into the image of Christ will look more like him even after death, and those that refused the Christ will look less and less like Christ or more like the opposite of Christ. Therefore, they will be repudiated by the rest of the citizenry afterlife. But those that look more like Christ will have more people and more resources, more money and sex gravitate towards them. Okay. I know people love sex. Whatever it is that you love, or you want, or you desire, or that you want to seek in this world, I believe in the afterlife, it is there too. So the fact that we starve ourselves of, of, of other things on this earth that are pleasurable, but those things actually are there. It's like a seed. Thank you, Lord. God just reminds me something. Like a seed. You can choose to eat a seed or to plant a seed. So you see the maize seed that we put on the ground. That seed can be eaten. But once you put it on the ground, it doesn't get eaten, it gets rotten. It gets rotten and it dies on the ground so that a maize tree will come up, will have more other seeds, thousands of seeds. So foregoing a certain pleasure, maybe it's like fasting, you fast the whole day, not eating. In the future, you can have access to more food. So foregoing certain things in life, sacrificing things, for Christ, foregoing the pleasures of this earth, pleasures of this world, Not that you must not have any pleasure at all. Remember, there must be balance in all things. But this whole idea of foregoing or of sacrificing, the intention is just like the whole concept of planting a seed. You could easily eat the seed, but you decide not to eat the seed, but to plant the seed so that the fruits can grow. Many fruits can grow. So if you sacrifice one seed, you come up with one tree. Sacrifice 10 seeds, 10 trees. Sacrifice 100 seeds, 100 seeds. You can have a plantation and orchard. So the point I'm saying that after life, we will have other people whose life will show a plantation of many seeds. So there shall be an orchard. There shall be an everlasting garden. Then there will be other people that are going to be a desert. There will be nothing, no tree whatsoever. They came to earth, lived, they ate all the seeds. They never really planted nothing, zero. There's nothing to look at. And everybody will be watching. And you have no one to blame but yourself. Because you will see yourself with a seed, another person with a seed. You ate your seed, other person planted their seed. In the time when the other person was suffering, you were laughing at them. Probably you are the one who was given the seed to run the world. You were given all the money to choose who's the political leader. And then when political leaders that love the people come, and then you see that now you don't like that, you kill them. Okay, you kill them instead of blessing them. On that day, it shall be seen that you were a billionaire running the world, running countries, and the only thing that you did with all that power, you had all the power in the world. You were one of the few, the richest part of the richest families in the world, and all you did was to increase poverty in the world, suppress the majority of people because you were interested in the interest of the narrow few. Therefore, even here in heaven, we shall say to you, never again, for the next eons of years, because on earth you did wrong, you were warned over and over again, and you did not change, because you saw that you were not judged on earth. You lived until you're 80 something or 86 or something like that. Then you died in your 80s, thinking that you were the main man because nobody was able to defeat you. It's because the people in heaven will say, you see, we gave you all your life to see if you're going to change, and you never changed until your days were finished. And we gave you extra days. That's why you died when you were 96. Okay. But still, when you died at the age of 96, you were still doing these strategies of destroying people, making people poor around the world because you had all the power. So therefore now, for the next eons, for the next forever, you shall get no power at all, nothing, zero, zilch, because your seed decided to eat it. Okay. And then all those political heroes that were killed, that loved their country, the Thomas Sankaras, the Oliver Tambos, that just mysteriously died when they loved the people and wanted to see a change. Then we look at them and say, look at these guys. They could even die for us. Oh God. They refused. They refused to sell us out. These are all true leaders. Just foregoing as an ANC leadership position for 4 years, foregoing that now they are going to have to be eternal leaders, eons and eons of years. Just because someone wanted to be tenders, wanted to be a tenderpreneur. Your tenders, you go to a house in Santen, lived there for 20, 30 years, and then you died. That's it. That's over for you. Never gonna get anything for the next billions and billions of years. Maybe in the 17th billionth year, you might be given a chance to go to earth again, to be born in another mother's womb again. Only for your foolishness to do the same thing, because you are going to forget. They will not tell you that for the last 17 billion years, you were a fool. Okay, you were begging to come back on earth to do the right thing. You're saying, I was embezzling state funds, I was stealing, I was doing all those evil things. Oh, please God, oh, please people, if you put me back on earth, Put me back on it. Put me on the womb of a poor woman. Yeah. Give me intelligence, the gifts that I want: intelligence, political intelligence, leadership. And then this time around, I'm gonna lead people well. Then you say, okay, go in there. Get to be born. Get your mother. Come to live on earth. You do exactly the same thing. We give you that wisdom, political wisdom, charisma. When you speak, everybody listens. Why? Because we gave you that wisdom. We gave you that. We gave you that gift on purpose. And the other people who do not have that gift, we did not give them that gift on purpose, so that your gift will shine. So that we'll see that if your gift shines, will you share your gift with all of us, or you will use your gift for yourself only? Okay. And then, if you are a fool, you will do exactly the same thing that you did 17 billion years ago. And then when you die, you will say, look at this foolishness. You have been begging for billions of years to become a live human being, only for you to come and do even worse than what you did previously. Let us increase the cause. Therefore, now, when we're not going to come back here in the next 17 billion, in the next 3 trillion billion years. You know what I'm talking about? I've heard this concept of hell, that when they talk about forever in hell, it doesn't mean that you will not have a chance to redeem yourself even in hell. But it's more likely that even if you're given a chance to redeem yourself, you will be given the chance to redeem yourself, you will still F it up. Okay. Because we haven't found the fundamental issue is not about you. It's about God, who is all of us, who is for us. And God is, there's us and there is God, which is, we are, I know people like to talk about the universe, but God is not the universe. The universe are in God, but God is a separate entity. It's about Him. Only Him who can make you live. Only through Him can you live and survive. That's why every knee shall bow and declare that Jesus Christ is Lord. Okay? Nobody else. You can, for now, God, Jesus is able to listen to you talking about, I'm an atheist, no, I'm Muslim. I don't believe that Christ died for us. No, you just, no. Oh, I am this, I'm a Satanist, I'm what. Yeah, the guy is chilled. We've got a whole eternity to deal with you, baby. The whole eternity. Okay. Guy is chilled. I've never seen a guy who is more chilled than God. God has got such a chill. Like, as a prophet, is one who listens to the Lord and relate with Him and have this relationship with Christ. I have seen this chill. There is a chill of the Lord in the midst of pain, or in the midst of affliction, in the midst of sin. The posture that I see of Christ, when people are sinning against Christ, or when there's this, Christ, look at these people, what are they doing? Look what they're doing against you. I'll be like, bizarre. And he's like, okay, sometimes he'll be chewing something. Okay, go and tell them this is what the Lord is saying. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Guys, chilled. You are only chilled if you know. If you know everything and you know the outcome, if you know that you are the thing, you're the real deal. I'm learning a lot of things. I'm learning a lot from the Lord. There are things that do not startle me anymore. Maybe sometimes I can get carried away, but I've learned to just chill. You lie about me, you spread rumors that are not there, or you try to destroy me. I just do like Christ. Like, okay. What are they saying? They are saying you are useless. You are this and that. Blah 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 blah. Oh, sure. Okay. Chill. Because you know what you know. Understand? There's no need to defend yourself. You know, try so hard. You can't defend yourself in certain instances. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying that there's no need to work yourself into depression because people are lying about you. Let me tell you, at the end of it all, it shall be known clearly by everyone that they were lying about you, that you were saying the truth. Unless if you were not saying the truth. Even if you are lying, it will be known. So if vindication really is due to you, at the end you'll be vindicated and be paid for it. And the powers that be will say, of course, it is us who let those people lie about you because we wanted to see how you are going to respond about it. We wanted to see if you are the right guy for this eternal position that we have in store for you. Paul says, run the race so that we can receive the what? The prize. The prize of God. What do you think that prize is? There is an eternal position that we are all running towards. And all of us, before we were born, we knew of it. We were told of what it is. Okay. And then we came here to run the race. But now they've cleared your memory. So that you want to know what it was. And you only know it when you meet God. He's the one who can take you to that place. We can only live with him. Without him, we cannot be anything. I found that amazing. It's an amazing view. It's an amazing point of view of things. So I'll go ahead. Do what you do. Sabotage. Let them sabotage you. You know. They can do all sorts of evil against you. But what I'm saying that at the end of the day, it shall all be known. It shall work against them. All those evils that are doing against you, it shall work against